darling students, we are going to work on 251 resolution lines in combination with the Yardbird Suite. So this first one here on page 56 is pretty straightforward. You start by playing root 357 of the 2 chord, and there's no sound, ha ha ha. So root 357, and then, so that's the 2, the G, and then to resolve on the C, we go down to the 3rd, root 57, and then we get to the 3rd of the 1 chord. So sometimes the 2-5 goes to the 1 and sometimes it doesn't. So that's kind of going to be the case for the Yardbird Suite quite a bit. So I wanted to go through that with you. So for Yardbird Suite, here on page, oh boy, okay, sorry, page 74, right? So we start with the C major chord there, so you wouldn't actually do anything for that, right? Then when you get to the F minor, we're here on then B flat, right? And then it actually goes to a C instead of an E flat. So right there, it doesn't really matter what you do there. Now you're in the D7, measure 5, G7, and now here we have another 251, so that you would apply that resolution line. And then we have another 2-5 right away. So that's what that is, those resolution lines. Every time you find a 2-5, you apply the resolution line. So that first resolution line was the one starting on the root, right? So we did that for the A section. Let's go to the B section real quick here. So we have the B section, D minor, right? And then we had the F sharp half diminished going to B, that is a 2-5. Right? And then check it out. The next 2-5 that kind of works with that pattern shows up on measure 17. So from here we're gonna go here, then measure 16, and then we are on measure 17. And then actually here, instead of going to the D minor, go to the D. And that's about it for 2-5s for the B section. When we get to the A section, the last A section, we're back to C, right? And then we have that 2-5 right there, the same that happened on the first day. And that's it for 2-5s. So there aren't that many of them, but there are some for sure. So those are the resolution lines that start on root. They're back to page 56. The second set of resolution lines starts on the 3rd, right, of the chord. So we have 3, 5, 7, 9, resolving to 5, 3, 7, 9, and then the 5. So how would that work out? Let's see. So here, C major, right? And then here we have that 2-5 on measure 2. So we're going to start on the 3. Then when we get to the B flat, here's the 5, 7, 9, right? So that's the 2-5. And then here, of course, as we said before, we don't go to the 1. Measure 5 is the D7, measure 6 the G, and now we have a 2-5, right? It starts on the E minor. So to start on the 3rd, and then we are on the D minor, right? So those are the resolution lines, how they apply to the A section. On the B section, that resolution line that we're doing now that starts on the third, here's the measure 13 is our first 2/5 that would work there. Right? And then the next 2/5 that would work on is on measure 17. And that's it. So basically the 2/5s that you're gonna apply are on measure 2, then they are on measure 7, on measure 8, on measure 13, and on measure 17, right? So I'm going to say that again. Measure 2, measure 7, measure 13, measure, oh, sorry, measure, I've missed measure 8. So measure 2, measure 7, measure 8, measure 13, measure 17, and that's that. So we did the resolution line starting on the root, we did the resolution line starting on the third, now let's do the resolution line starting on the fifth. So for the fifth is this guy right here, right, on page 56. So again, here for that F minor measure 2. So we would start on the 5, does that make sense? Let's do that again. So 5, 7, 9, 4, 7, 5, 9, 4, and that, I mean, that extra note there would work if it went to the 1, but it really just goes to another chord, so it doesn't really matter. Then doing the same pattern on measure 7, 5, 7, 9, 4, 7, right? 5, 9, and that 9 you can have it natural, or you could have it flat. It's up to you. I'm going to do natural. And then 4, and then we're already on the next 2 5, 5, 7, 9, 4, 7, 5, 9, 4, and there you go. So then when we get here to the next 2 5s on measure 13, here's measure 13, 5, 7, 9, 4, and then we're gonna go to 7, 5, 9 is sharp 9 or flat 9. I'm gonna play a sharp 9, right? And then the 4, and then we get to the 7 of the next chord, which is the E minor, right? Then again on measure 17 we have 5, 7, 9, 4, 7, 3, 7, 5, I'm sorry, 7, 5, 9, 4, then you can resolve it to something there, but it's not related to 5. So that's the second resolution line. So the ones that I want you to apply for this quiz is number 1, 2, and 3, the ones we just did. So root 3, 5, 7, it starts that, and then the second one, let me show you this. I want you to apply this guy, and this guy, and this guy, just the way we just did on the video, okay? Alrighty, I hope this makes sense, and good luck with that. Let me know if you have any questions.